We're live, yeah.
Oh, could you also do me a favor? Get the link and let's make a tweet.
Get the link and make a tweet.
You can make a tweet.
I'll just make it on my tweet here.
Oh yeah, do your
my
tweeter.
tweeter.
Do your tweeter, and I will retweet your tweet.
Okay.
Yeah, Chaos and Crochet. Don't worry, my roommate had a laptop. Yay!
All right. So how are we doing?
We are making progress.
Do you know your exact Twitter handle? Because sometimes when I do it this way, it won't.
At
oh, never
Heather
mind.
Blossom 2.
Yes, do the thing.
Oh,
Okay, I think maybe it's gonna be
there.
there. You
There
are.
I am.
Okay, because sometimes when I do like the share stuff, it won't have my contacts, and then I'm like, shoot, what's their exact Twitter? I don't know. All right, there you go. So I
Yeah.
added you, so you should know the thing now.
Yes. And let's retweet that.
All right, sweet.
Awesome. Awesome.
Brandon says I am here, and Honey Drop says hi.
Hi, Honey Drop. Sorry you're seeing mostly me at the moment. We will change that. Ta-da! Let's actually have this be primary. There we go.
Yeah!
The live one.
Look at my new shirt.
It's an awesome shirt.
It's made by Lennon Black on TeePublic, guys. Go buy it, because it's a really great shirt.
By the way, how's everything sounding, guys? I'm
Yeah.
not used to this is a new setup for everybody.
Yeah, we're on Sweetie's laptop. She was so generous as to let us borrow it for this stream, because not only is my tower out of commission, I set up a Geek SWAT appointment for it, but now my laptop decides I don't like you either. Why does technology hate me?
Both of those computers have been giving us trouble for a long time, so, I mean, it's unfortunate that it happened now, but I'm not in the least bit surprised.
I'm not either, which is why I'm handling it with such cool serenity. Can't you tell? Speaking of cool serenity, do you want booze? I'm gonna get booze.
Yes, I would love some. I meant to get some at the store, but I forgot it.
Well, you're gonna have to deal with my mic's hard.
Fine, perfectly fine with Mike's heart.
A new controller says hello, and nice shirt, and Emerald Spencer says hello as well.
Hello. Still
Honey Drop is about to get banned for the dabbing emoji.
Hey, it's the sanitary way to sneeze. Don't be hating.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna keep hating, but...
Well, I mean, you're always hating. Still haven't gotten an answer to the question. Do we sound okay? Does Brawny sound okay?
You girls sound perfectly fine to me.
Okay.
I don't feel like my voice is quite where it should be,
I don't know why
but that's a
BBC
completely
wasn't
different
supposed
issue.
It's okay.
Ugh. Oh, sorry.
Ban. No banning.
My shorts were right up in everyone's grill. I'm sorry. I keep doing that. Just getting my goods up in people's face. But let's get back to work. We were starting on Twilight Sparkle from the official My Little Pony crochet kit.
Nice.
Here she is. Oh, there you go. Oh, gosh, I lost my spot. That's okay. I can just count how many stitches I'm at, and then I'll know. Crocheting is funny like that. Yay!
Well, I'm sorry about your allergies, but thank you for answering that we sound good. It's good to know.
Yeah! We're doing pretty good today. I spent a lot of time. I had a gross moment this morning. Got the rest of my peanut butter cereal, poured milk in it, took a bite. I'm like, oh, this milk is expired. Always gotta check those dates. Oh, so I decided in lieu of that, I'll just make some crepes. Make a full effort of putting a good flavor in my mouth. And my shirt came in the other day.
Well, that's what was in that little packagey thing.
Yeah, I like TeePublic and Sharp Robot. They fold their shirts very compactly, so it fits in our mailbox.
Yeah, I was like, are these socks? But then I didn't want to be too nosy. He's like, well, let me rip it open and do, you know.
I'll probably show you what it's in, unless it's a present for you.
Yeah, well, either way, it was not something I was going to, betray
And
your
it's not
privacy
your
for.
birthday
Yeah,
yet.
that's true.
My birthday's coming in, let me count the days. A month and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. A month and a week, it'll be my birthday.
No,
Thanks
6
for
days, right? Aren't you
yeah.
the 19th?
Yes.
Yeah, 6 days in a month.
Yeah. We got very funny
Yep.
plans.
Yes. I mean, they do.
I'm gonna spoil her rotten.
Oh, yeah.
Good. You
So,
better.
guys, keep in mind, since we started at around 7:21, we'll end the stream at 9:21. Just to keep it fair. Just to keep it a full 2 hours.
That's fair.
Alright, let me count these stitches.
Oh, yeah, so Honey Drop the Unicorn mentions that her mom made her new mask. I guess this is as good a time as any to promote that my mother is making masks and now has an Etsy shop, if you guys are at all interested. Her shop's name is something like Quaint and Crafted or something. Very old lady white name. Give me a second. No offense, Mom, but it is.
I mean, it is, yeah.
Louis says, poopy.
Hi, Louie. How's it going?
Buckin says, have you seen any of the MLP Funkos? Like, what kind of question is
I
that?
think I've seen them.
Yeah, I've seen them.
We're bronies. Yes, we've seen them.
We see all the things. Yeah, so Quaint and Crafted Shop is her shop on Etsy if you guys are interested. Which, by the way, would you be interested in being, like, if I were to give her the picture that you took of her in the mask to use as promotion?
Sure.
Okay.
If you want me to wear the mask, I'll put it on.
Sounds like a plan. Because, yeah, she's like, I want you two girls to be my models. And I'm like, Heather would be a great model. I have to actually ask permission, though.
Yeah, you need my consent.
Yeah, a little bit.
Can't just put candid pictures.
Right? I was like, I've got a picture of her in the mask, but, like, I feel like I should ask first before, yeah, Mom, post it on the internet.
Oh, yeah,
no
is that
problem.
the one where I'm wearing that one shirt with the beast? Yeah, give me that one.
Yeah, okay. Sounds like fun.
I'm like, did I take a picture?
Buckin, you ask that question every single week. Stop asking that question. Heck.
Which question?
Like, I'm pretty sure this is the 8th time he's asked you, do you watch the Team Fortress series?
To which, really, my answer is usually no.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, dude, you ask the same question every... I'm sorry I'm flipping out on him, but gosh darn, I can only take so much of that.
So there was a spider on my arm today.
Oh, fun.
Flicked it off. But I feel like something bit me on the foot because now it's itchy.
Yeah, I saw a spider on my arm once, too. It's concerning. They need to be on top of, because they're supposed to debugify this place every week. Theoretically.
Yeah, you don't want to mess around with
Those
those
two cockroaches
spiders
say
out there in
otherwise.
Arizona.
I still suspected the whole cockroach thing had to do with them messing it around on the roof.
Of
Because,
course.
like, they haven't been around since. And I'm sort of like,
Somebody just entered,
What's
and it's
going
Louis. How's it
on
going,
in
Louis?
here?
what up?
We're talking.
What?
We're talking. What are you doing?
Not talking.
Well, you should be.
No.
Well,
Welcome
then
to the
why are
Silent
you here?
Stream, everybody? So we're talking about nothing and do nothing.
But we need to talk about something, Louis.
Nope.
Yes.
But I want to talk about things like how I need to look for a new fish filter.
That too.
Yeah, that hasn't been working this week, and I'm like, okay, great. Thanks, Chewy.
They tried.
They do, like, some of it's very convenient. I like using it. You get cool toys off there. The filter came really quick. They deliver it at your front door. I could order more filters on there, and they have automatic shipments, so you just keep paying for it. And things will keep coming to you if you need to use them regularly. But then this filter just gave out after 6 months. Probably not even a full 6. This is what I get. It's $7.99. Get what you pay for. Oh,
I think Honey Drop the Unicorn wanted to know, Heather, if you watched Overwatch 0 Hour yet.
I probably haven't. I've been out of the loop with Overwatch stuff, but I do keep the memorabilia. I certainly have to catch up on all the lore bits from Overwatch, because, you know, sometimes I go back and I think about it. There's a lot of husbandos in that series. Like, so many. That's just 2. You want a cyborg? They got that. You want a female? They got that. You want a blonde boy? Well, we got the old man aged him backwards, and he's that now.
There you go.
So handsome.
Honey Drop says, "Sweetie, your super form is super cool." And Buckin says, "Do you know when Knife's birthday is?"
It was the other day. Like,
It was an adoption anniversary, but we don't quite know when she was born. But, you know, that's
Yeah.
the closest we got.
we don't have an exact birthday. When she arrived at the shelter, she was aged to be about 2 years old. So I think her birthday is on our adoption paperwork. It's like May 17th or some nonsense. But yeah, we usually just celebrate her adoption anniversary, which was a
But
couple weeks
what
ago.
about
was it
my
the
birthday?
Yeah, it was the 29th of May.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that in my heart.
Yeah.
Get her a
What
little
about my
kid fly.
birthday?
Louis, I can't remember when your birthday is.
How
What?
dare you?
What's that about
It's
your
in
birthday,
July.
Ronnie?
Huh?
What's that about your birthday?
No, I said I don't remember when Louis' birthday is. I don't have a birthday.
You do have a birthday. When is your birthday, Lou?
It's in July.
It's in July.
Oh, when?
What day on July? I'll send you a present.
Yes. I won't send you a
It's,
present. I'll send you a text.
I'll probably send you.
No presents, boy. I will not accept any
Alrighty then.
gifts.
Uh-oh. Signature here asks, friend test, Heather, when's my birthday?
I actually know when Brandon's birthday is because it's the day after me and Ronnie's anniversary.
Oh,
And our anniversary is Pi Day, so he was born.
the Ides of March.
15th.
That's right. I remember that back in March. I was making fun of him for being born on the death day of Julius Caesar.
He's the reincarnation.
There you go.
Oh God, a reincarnation.
Yep. Heather does know when my birthday is, but she's not sharing it with you, are you, Heather?
No. It's so threatening in the nicest way. She's like, she's not sharing it. Are you, Heather? Takes it.
Right? Are you?
And I'm like, no. You just see me bleeding a little bit. Are you kidding me? I'm like, yeah. I already know what I'm gonna get you though.
Damn it.
Aw, but I like getting stuff. Presents is my love language.
I appreciate it. I was talking with Ellie the other day that the way I deal with presents is like the opposite of, you know, that thanks I hate it meme. I'm the opposite of that. I'm like, screw you, I love it.
Oh man, that's gotta be a meme somewhere.
Probably.
Oh, let's see here. Would Sweetie like to be reincarnated as an animal?
Sure.
What kind of animal would you like to be reincarnated as?
A mountain lion.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Why a mountain lion, though?
Because I get all the benefits of being a kitty, and also all the benefits of being left alone, and all the benefits of still living in California.
I want to be a house cat, so I don't have to do nothing. Just look good.
See, I fail at looking good, so I don't trust my luck in that department.
You're a kitty. That means you're cute, no matter what.
Yeah, sure.
Kitties are always cute.
Adoption rate say it was
People don't appreciate it. They just don't understand.
very true.
Well, I couldn't stay here long. I gotta finish cleaning my room.
No, Louie,
All right,
don't
have
be
a good night.
responsible. Stay with us.
Responsibility.
What? I didn't hear
Pegasus-
any of that.
Pegasus would be a good answer if I thought fantasy animals counted.
Fantasy animals be a dragon.
Yeah,
I wasn't.
know,
I
right?
wasn't
I
considering
probably still
fantasy animals.
I probably still would count Pegasus if I was given all the options in the world, but I was sort of keeping myself to the IRL animal kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Then I could belong to a witch if I was still a cat.
There you go.
Yeah. Getting all the hats in there.
Yep. I'm sorry. I love the Clayton Brick Johnson is he's putting all the things from the 90s videotapes. It's like before a young lion.
Oh yeah,
became
he
a
is
king.
doing that, isn't
Before
he?
a beauty tamed a beast. Before Aladdin unleashed a genie, there was a little mermaid who dreamed of something more. And this one's one of my favorites. From magic movies to unforgettable adventures, to the thrill of the theater, to the comfort of your own home, you can always count on something new and exciting from Disney. Love those things.
New and exciting is from Disney. Isn't that an oxymoron?
Well, you know, exciting. New is give or take.
Yeah, you know, it's perspective. It's new to someone.
Exactly, it's new to someone. Come now, how many of you guys knew, you know, the story of Beauty and the Beast before you saw the Disney movie? Let's be fair.
So I do recommend go read.
I know, right? The book is better, but
I like the book.
yes.
I knew that I knew that there was a story originally, but like I didn't know what the story was.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, pretty much. The Beauty and the Beast. Oh yes, so Bucket 5 asks, hey sweetie, do you remember when Stitch from Lilo and Stitch invaded all the old Disney movies? Yes, and I hated it at the time, but I like it now, if that makes sense.
It wasn't there like
Yeah, that
this
makes
time they
sense.
also made him TP the castle.
Yeah, like, at the time, I was sort of miffed, because I felt like he was insulting all the old Disney movies. You know, and like, they were trying to be like, he's gonna be something better, blah, blah, blah. And now I've looked back, and I actually think it's endearing and cute.
He was better though.
I liked. The funny thing is, when I first watched Lilo and Stitch, I wasn't a huge fan. I went back to it when I was older, and I realized the parts of Lilo and Stitch I didn't like was the whole alien plotline. Like, that whole thing, I gave no cares. But I cared very much about the human plotline, what was going on with Lilo and her sister. But I really gave no cares about the whole alien bullcrap. And every time that came into the plotline, I'm like, oh, this crap again.
I think that's one of Disney's only good movies.
Sure.
You know, at least he likes one.
At least he likes one. I'll take it.
I like that one. I like Hunchback of Notre Dame, even though I shouldn't. And I
Why
like The
shouldn't you?
Emperor's
It's
New
awesome.
Groove.
And what was the other one?
The Emperor's New Groove. What did you say about Hunchback, though?
I said, why shouldn't you? It's awesome. It's one of the best films
It's a pardon my French here. It's a bastardization of the original.
Oh, very much so.
The original story.
You never go to Disney for a realistic adaptation. Like, if
Yeah, but
I always, whenever it's like, oh, there's going to be an adaptation. Really? Who's doing it? Well, Disney. Oh, crap. Like,
but I relate to
it might be a good movie.
to
It's just not going to be a good adaptation. That's sort of their
Alright,
thing.
nobody look at me. I'm gonna get my gummy worms.
I like the parkour.
Don't look at it.
I like the parkour. I like the music was amazing, and I relate to ugly characters. So
I would laugh at you, but no, I really related to Quasimodo on a lot of levels. Yeah. Thank you.
Let it sink into your teeth.
Let's see here. Emperor B. Koopa wants to know if there are any Paper Mario fans among us.
You know, I played Paper Mario a little bit at my friend's house and I did enjoy it.
You did or didn't?
I did.
I've never played, so.
Storyline was interesting.
Honey
But I've
Drop
not been updated.
says, when I was 8, I saw a French movie of Beauty and the Beast.
Makes sense.
So I wonder... Yeah, it does make sense, because didn't that movie take place in France?
The movie did. The Disney movie did, yes. The original,
Oh.
I don't know if it was actually French.
I wouldn't know. Don't
I'm not
ask
sure.
me. I did read the book and it was placed in France. I didn't take note of who the author was or where they were from.
Yeah, because Beauty and the Beast, I think, is one of those stories that's actually pretty old, so it's one of those, like, who actually is the original is questionable. But,
Yeah.
Edit's just joined us.
Hey,
Hello,
Coop.
hello.
so,
What's going on?
Huh? What's going on?
Nothing
You
much.
know.
We're reading questions.
Ooh, questions. Hold on, let me
Yeah, how are you doing?
How am I doing?
Yeah.
You know, busy, the usual.
Yeah, you fighting off the protesters?
I mean, I'm in Simi Valley. The protest here went pretty negligible.
All right, good stuff.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm avoiding Los Angeles for the time being,
Yeah, I
because,
hear
you know.
that's places where it's going to be a little nuts.
yeah, my dad was
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
with his groceries.
Oh, goodness.
I heard Seattle's going pretty nuts too, which is kind of making me nervous for August.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
making me nervous for my sister, yeah.
Does she live up there? Gosh.
Oh yeah, you got
Oh.
you got sisters up there.
Have you guys heard of Chaz? The
Shit.
newly formed autonomous zone?
I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know about that.
I'm actually wondering if it's still going or
It's still going, but it's going to be a few days. Like I give it 2 weeks tops before they start starve themselves out.
Yeah.
But on to lighter fares.
Yes.
Kitties are
Okay.
awesome.
Yes.
I brushed my cat today.
We did.
What are you crocheting there, Heather?
I'm crocheting Twilight Sparkle from the My Little Pony official crochet kit. Yay!
Yay!
We did Rainbow Dash. We finished up Rainbow Dash last week.
Mm-hmm.
We posted a picture.
I
Megan,
Go ahead,
we
go
need to try the sparkle.
You bronies sicken me.
how dare you say that?
I'll say
How-
whatever I brony please.
Dare you?
No, no!
What were you saying, Edits?
I'll steal this one.
I was gonna say, hey Heather, make my OC in that show form.
Do you want me to make you a fat head pony?
Yeah, dude.
I'll put it on my list.
All right, where's your
There's a
list?
tax attached to you. Okay.
I give you my monthly donations by up front instead of through some website.
Through Patreon.
I don't.
Which guys?
Yeah, I don't.
Follow me on Patreon.
Let's see here. Buck&5 wants to know if any of us are fans of The Good Dinosaur. I heard that movie sucked.
I saw some of it.
What's-
It was alright.
I saw it.
What's-
I ended up finally seeing The Good Dinosaur, and it wasn't as bad as everyone was saying, but I definitely saw why people didn't like it, because I feel like it was trying to do too many things at once.
Oh, it's that movie. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw it.
You can't just be Pixar and do Toy Story and do Wall-E and do Finding Nemo and then do freaking Wreck-It Ralph and Cars
Wreck-It Ralph wasn't Pixar.
and The Good Dinosaur.
Wreck-It
I mean,
Ralph
to be
wasn't
honest-
Pixar. It was Disney Animation Studios.
Oh yeah, this was a co-op between Pixar and Disney. But what I would say is it was good. I liked. I didn't care for the story, but
Yeah.
it was like it's cute. That's all I can say, I guess.
Yeah, someone died.
It's
His
cute in a morbid
shock
way.
and dismay for a Disney film. One of the parents dies. Horror and shock. Honestly, actually, it was very similar to Lion King in a lot of ways.
Oh no! I think they're trying to pull off something from The Land Before Time. You guys remember that whole franchise?
No, The Good Dinosaur wasn't Dinosaurs was trying to kill Land Before Time. That was the one with the live action stuff against the CGI stuff. That was just flat out of Land Before Time. The Good Dinosaur
Right.
was like trying to be. You know those movies where like some kid gets lost in the wilderness and then like befriends a wild animal to get home? It was one of those films, except the kid was a dinosaur and the wild animal was a human.
It's like the Jungle Book or whatever that Disney.
Kinda, except it wasn't about the kid being raised in the wilderness. It was about him trying to find his way back home. And I just felt like it was trying to do too much at once. Like that was my complaint with it. Like a lot of the parts individually were fine, but together they kind of created a mishmash of I'm not really sure where you're trying to go with this.
Hey Zodi, I gotta say, The Land Before Time, it scarred your childhood, but it was my childhood. I grew up watching that show. That and The Lion King. The Lion King was the one that made me cry. It was the only movie to make me cry.
My childhood is SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents. Nickelodeon.
You had a horrible childhood, Heather.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. I do agree.
It made me the woman I am today. Don't
That
judge
is
me.
true. Look at you now.
I guess I got that to be thankful for, but gosh darn, I wish there was a better way.
Oh, yeah.
There is no
Yeah.
better way.
It's only SpongeBob.
Now let's all
Spon-
sing it's
listen,
the best
okay.
day ever.
Now
When
let's all
I
have a
was teaching,
controversy about SpongeBob's sexuality, like apparently Twitter's been going off about.
Yeah.
Hey, he's gay. Everybody knows he's gay for Squidward, okay?
Who
End of
cares,
story.
though? He's a sponge.
listen,
That, like the
when I was
He has nothing
teaching,
down there. There's nothing.
well,
when
yes,
I was-
sponge typically I think is definitely asexual reproduction, but that's the thing. Like everyone's like it's not about is he gay or straight. It's is he gay or asexual seems to be.
He's asexual.
So there's not even a debate.
There's
No,
not.
he can't
He's
be
not
He's
straight.
not
That's
straight.
not an option. Him
Straight
and Sandy's not a thing. It's either him and Patrick or him and nobody. I'm like, All right.
SpongeBob
Frankie
and
on
Fairly
real.
Odd Parents are terrible shows. They're only good for meme farms.
SpongeBob.
Oh my god! When I was teaching,
He really is.
I would just get these obnoxious kids that would come in and scream quotes from those shows and drive me absolutely freaking nuts. The only solace I took in that is that I was teaching extracurricular sports and I was allowed to beat them up.
Hey, Brian.
Actually, I just realized SpongeBob is Polly.
Hey,
That
Brian.
proves
have-
it.
Ronnie.
What?
Sunshine, sunshine, ladybugs awake. Clap your
Clap
hooves
your
and do
hooves
a
and
little
do a
shake.
little shake.
Yeah, I can let that one slide though.
Because it's
There's
bronies.
nothing wrong with
you're,
that.
You're holding a double standard here.
Oh, tell me if you know this one. Princess
Celestia.
Well, that's a catchphrase
Oh
Uh-huh.
God.
that I don't abuse the frick out of. I think I use it to a quite tasteful degree.
A meme is a meme.
Same thing with Sunshine, Sunshine. They only did it a few times throughout the show, but like I would get kids coming into my class, and they'd win a match, and they would go Victory Street, and I just wanted to kill something every single time.
Bring it
Jesus.
around town, Bronny. Bring it around town.
That was the one thing I was able to use to my advantage because they were like, I always emphasize when we're stretching the hip circles. You have to do the hip circles, otherwise you will have so many problems.
Okay.
And so whenever we did the hip circles, now it's time to bring it around town.
Okay, this is funny.
Right?
I was like, oh shit, this is getting kind of loud. Oh, I said a swear jar. And it was like, oh crapple snapple. There, I have to go close the door. Then I realized my dog is at the door, so I can't close my door.
Just kick the dog out of the way. It's a dog.
Well, no, I give the dog hugs. Okay, it'll be offended, and probably get me in trouble with the law.
Like them.
Mm. You don't have to like football punt the thing. Wait, what kind of dog is it?
It's a boxer.
Okay, so it's a real dog. You can. Yeah, boxers are good. Boxers are real dogs, so you can just be like, go away, dog.
Yeah, I do
Boxers
tell
are
her go, and she
lovers.
goes.
That's why they're my favorite breed.
But
That's why
What?
It's my theory, although I don't really know this for sure. But I think that's why they're called boxers, is because they actually tend to be more about paws rather than mouth. So they tend to get up on their paws, and that's why they're good huggers.
I don't know about that.
I don't know
My
if that's true or
father's
not. That's just what I noticed about their behavior. But
Yeah.
I thought it fit their name.
my father's best friend had a boxer for a while, and that thing was mean as the devil, and it would bite. I don't know why it was so mean, but it was so mean. Let's see here. Emerald Spencer says Cusco is the best Disney princess.
He's the only Disney prince that got his own movie.
Well, Aladdin technically did.
Oh,
He
yeah,
technically,
okay.
But he
Oh,
technically
gee.
wasn't a prince until he married the princess.
Yeah, I mean Cusco was. Well, he wasn't a prince. He was like an emperor. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
so he was an emperor less
the
than
first
a prince.
Disney emperor.
Yes,
Unless
definitely.
you count the Emperor of China and Mulan.
That is true.
Oh
But
my
he wasn't
God.
the main character.
Yeah.
Okay, SpongeBob.
I forgot what I was gonna say after I went into this channel. Oh yeah.
What the heck did you do that
I
for?
think this looks okay.
But yeah, it's
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah, sure, why not?
Stella here is just like a dog that barks, but then once you come up to her, she's like, "Okay, I guess you're cool," and then starts loving on you. It's pretty funny.
Let's see here. Trying to find something interesting in the chat. Pristine says, I can't stand the Hunchback movie. It hurts too much to watch because it reminded me of my own childhood, which was traumatic. I watch movies to escape, not to remind me.
I get what you mean by that. I hate movies I relate too much to. Like, I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head, but I think most I might have repressed it.
I think the one that I didn't like because I related to it too much that everyone gives me shit for, a Goofy movie.
A Goofy movie. Oh, you know?
And I didn't like it because
Yeah,
I
you've
related
told us
to it.
about that,
A Goofy
actually.
movie and Brave are in the same category. I didn't like them because I identified too much with the struggling child parent dynamic. And so I was like, yeah, I'm not a fan.
There's some guys who just
Pristine
make
says,
it too
that
real.
being said, I did love Captain in the music.
The what?
I disagree. Just because I can.
What about Pristine said she liked the captain and the music. Yeah. Phoebus was great. Although he was only great, like I remember talking to my friends about this, he was only great away from Esmeralda. He was a fantastic individual, but when he tried to flirt with Esmeralda, he came off as a douchebag. Every flippin' time. I'm like, dude, your flirt game is off.
Sweetie, he's French.
Well, yes.
What do you expect?
I expect Cat Noirs. That's what I expect.
Cat Noir. You know, I only watched the first season of Miraculous Ladybug. I gotta catch up.
You do. There's so much shipping crap going on in the next
Dude,
season.
it was always kind of ship heavy.
Oh, there's so much more. Like you don't even know. There are.
I think I might have seen season 2 too.
Like the love square has gotten to a love octagon at this point. Like,
Oh my god! What do you ship at this point?
I mean, I
hate
ship
shows
the
like
main
that
duo,
so
but,
much.
Like Luca is really a big ship challenger. Like he is the most perfect guy ever, and so I'm like, stop trying to break my ship.
Okay, I gotta catch up. This is what I'm here for. And that's kind of why I almost tried to get into the Star versus the Forces of Evil, because there was so much shipping wars going on there.
Yeah.
And I was like curious, but I watched a couple episodes of Star versus and I just couldn't get into it.
The shipping wars in that one were really stupid too, Mark.
Intentional with the shipping square, but like
It's because the person who made it knew what he was doing.
they knew what they were doing.
He's like, I'm gonna make this like.
And that is
Digimon.
why they are terrible
Oh,
people.
Worse.
So much worse. Because Digimon, the thing is about Digimon, is it wasn't really focused on the romance. Like, it was focused on a whole bunch of other crap, and we just inferred romance where there may or may not have been any. Oh, Miraculous Ladybug is not that. It's just blatant with the romance.
Oh, it's so romantic.
It's
Battleship Agincourt says, I have a
watched Miraculous
question.
Ladybug with my nephews, and I watched the Christmas special.
Oh,
instead.
okay, the Christmas special!
No, it was great.
It was
because-
awful!
No, I loved it, and I love
It
my.
was...
No, come on! I love watching my nephews watch it because then freaking Santa Claus starts dabbing like he's dabbing, and I'm like, oh my god! I had too much fun.
The song was awful,
It
too.
was.
I think I want to kill whoever makes this show.
Horrible. No, it was like after season 1, we were totally jonesing for more Miraculous Ladybug, and then we get the Christmas special, and I'm like, yes, finally, something to tide me over to the next season, and it was shit.
I am Santa Claus, a rebel with a cause, dabbing. I was great.
So
It was amazing. I loved
Do
it.
not judge Miraculous Ladybug based on the Christmas special.
But what about Agretzko in the Christmas special? I like that.
I don't think I've seen the Christmas special, actually.
Oh, yeah?
I'm really behind on
It's
Agretzko.
a metal Christmas.
Um,
Isn't there only like 2 seasons? 2 seasons? I don't know either.
I think there's 2 seasons, and I think I've only seen the first.
With this,
Yeah, there is 2 seasons of Agretzko.
this pandemic and stuff and being at
Oh shit, there is. I gotta catch up on it.
Most of my comics on webtoons.
Oh, nice.
I'm caught up on I Love You. I'm caught up on Lore Olympus, which is I thought it was amazing. It was an intimidating task, but I caught up on Lore Olympus. I caught up on I Love You. I'm gonna catch up on Love Advice from the Duke of Hell, and maybe The Henchman, and what else? I don't know. I think those are the only 2 ones I have to catch up on. But yeah, I'm catching up on my webtoons. I'm catching up on TV shows. Like I binged all of this first season of Solar Opposites. I'm up to date on Rick and Morty.
Hey Heather, I have to interrupt you for a second. Could you do me a favor and turn your camera like 3 degrees to the left?
My left or your left?
Yeah,
Um,
your left.
my left.
Basically, more of me or less of me is our question.
Our left.
More of you. We're cutting off half a Sweetie, and we've got
That's fine.
some wall.
We want the general appeal. That
But
means
you
less
see-
of me.
More stuffed animal stuff.
Sweetie, quit doing that.
Never.
Let's see
I'll
here.
stop doing
Battleship
it when it's not being
Agincourt.
true.
Sure.
Battleship Agincourt says, I have a question for Sweetie. Zen or hugs?
Zen or hugs? Would you rather
Like, is it? I'd rather be Zen or give hugs because I don't know.
He spelled Zen with an X, and I have no idea what he's referring to.
X-E-N. Zen.
I don't know what you're referring to either, so I'm gonna have to say hugs until further notice.
Brandon has a question, but I will get to it after I've caught up on the stream chats. Because, gosh darn, it's been a little bit. Let's see here. What else do we got going on? Let's see here. Emerald Spencer can ask his question in private.
No, it should be public. What's the question?
He's asking for nudes.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
I'm like,
let's see.
you can ask in public, and I'll say in public no. And I'm sure Bronny will say in public no for your sake.
Battleship
no
Agent Core says, "What did
No,
you
I'm saying
think
no for
of
me.
the
Ronnie will
princess
say no.
scene?
What?
What did you think of the Disney princess scene from Wreck-It Ralph?"
I loved it. Wreck-It Ralph 2, you mean? Oh my god, you should have heard my squeals. I watched it with aficionados Chris, and he was like, "Oh my god, I'm watching a movie with a 7-year-old," because I was just so excited. It was fan-freaking-tastic. Perfect. I loved it.
I've never seen the sequel.
I never saw the sequel either, but I saw sequel.
I love the sequel better than the first one, but that's only because I'm not much of a gamer, so a lot of the references in the first one went over my head, whereas in the second one, I've been on the internet since it began, so a lot, even the minor references I caught and laughed my butt off at. Like, there's a point where, like, Ralph is in, like, the dregs in the internet, what seems to be, like, kind of an internet graveyard, and he takes this pillar and pushes it over his head, and it says GeoCities on it, and I freaking died. So, yeah, no, I love the second one more than the first, because I got the references more.
Let's see here. Buck5 wants to know if we've seen The Lion Guard.
Not much
I've
of it.
seen it. I've seen episodes and bits of it, and it tries. It really it seems to try. I don't think I'm into it, but I can see why kids would be.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about Lion Guard.
Yeah, they shipped him with somebody, and they tie it into the main canon of the movies.
New controller says, "Finally, someone freaking said it. Thank you, Brawny." And I'm assuming he's referring to something I said during my SpongeBob rant.
Yeah, I think it was.
But I have no idea what.
I think it was just a rant in general.
Love SpongeBob. You're lucky we're not having kids, because I would let them watch SpongeBob.
Emerald Spencer says, "The best part of being on my Patreon is the ability to use and abuse all of my catchphrases."
Oh, come on. You didn't have to give him Patreon money to do that.
Well, that's what he does.
I'm glad I have a Patreon with no one on it.
I have 2 people.
I think I've got a Patreon, but I'm pretty sure everyone who was once holding out hope for me has long since given up that hope.
Bigorna says SpongeBob is a Serbian war criminal and his only love was to violate the Geneva Convention against Bosnians.
Okay.
I agree.
Sure. Alright, sure. Whatever floats your fanfiction.
Honey Drop the Unicorn says Disney needs to make more original movies.
They never really did.
Yeah, what's the last Disney original movie you can remember?
There wasn't one.
The last original movie was, I think, Frozen or Moana.
Wasn't it
Well,
based off the
ironically, Frozen was supposed to be based off the Hans Christian Andersen tale of the Snow Queen. However, it's so gosh darn different from that, you could pretty much call it an original film. Like, there's nothing linking the two.
Inspired.
The story is very similar to a lot of their original stuff, though. So, what do you think about it?
Moana is relatively original. It's sort of based off of a real historical thing, kind of, sort of, in the sense that there was indeed a 1,000-year gap where, like, the Polynesians were explorers, and then they stopped being for like 1,000 years, and then they started up again, and no one really knew why.
And nobody knows why.
Yeah, so they're like, well, we'll come up with the Disney reason why.
I wonder how they feel about that.
I think in general.
Yeah, I
Disney,
just
we
wish
can
that
do
movie
it.
was good, because it had potential to be good, and then it wasn't.
What did you not like about it?
He didn't like it because, like, someone moved on from their hatred.
It was too Disney formula, and which I'm just freaking tired of.
I don't get what you mean by
And there were continuity errors all over the place. The whole freaking thing with Tamatoa had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, that's true. I'll admit that.
It was just a chance for a great musical number.
Yeah,
that was not a great musical number. That was by far the worst music in there.
Before you go preaching
And
at
what?
Sweetheart, maybe you should mention that the Tamatoa bit was a David Bowie tribute, and the movie came out not long after David Bowie's death.
Yeah, and I respect it.
Alrighty then. Let's see here. What do we got?
Would have been great.
Buck&5 wants to know if we've seen Beauty and the Beast: Belle's Magical Christmas.
Yes.
Which reminds me, I want to watch Pan's Labyrinth soon.
Why did that remind you?
Oh,
because
that is a
What?
depressing movie, Heather.
Oh, you mean Labyrinth?
Labyrinth.
Pan's Labyrinth
is a different movie. I remember. That's the one that had the connection that had the
Yes.
god. Sorry,
That's why I'm like-
they're both called Labyrinth. I guess I thought the one Labyrinth. You know what? You get my mistake.
Yes, I get your mistake. Yes.
But yeah,
Now that I realize what movie you meant, yes, I realize.
I gotta watch Labyrinth. I
You
wanna
do
see
have to
David
watch
Bowie
Labyrinth,
in those
yes.
pants.
Oh, there's some sexy pants.
I love lusting after things that are no longer available for me to tap.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, what was your question?
I'm trying very hard to not take offense to that.
I'm sorry.
Don't know.
Well,
let's
that's
see
why
here.
she likes lusting after you, because she can't tap it quite yet.
Put on some tight leather pants for me.
Oh, do it, man. Dude, I
don't
want to
like
see
the
you
idea of
cosplay
tight
as
leather
Bowie
pants.
in Labyrinth. Do it. I want to see you as the Goblin King. Do the thing.
He's my Goblin King.
Damn straight.
David Bowie was the Goblin King, right?
Yeah.
I do not think I could pull off a David Bowie costume in any capacity. I'm the wrong build.
Do it anyway.
We're
It's
sexy.
it's really all about the pants.
I outweigh David Bowie by
I've
like
just seen
100
some
pounds.
scenes, and my eyes are drawn to very.
You're not drawn to the upper half of his body, Bronny, trust me.
I'm just like, huh. I can't even remember what the rest of them looks like.
That's basically how it goes. Like, what else did the Goblin King wear? I don't remember.
Hair?
I think he had a lot of hair, yeah. I think that was a thing.
What's going on?
Clayton says, "Trust me, Star versus the Forces of Evil was really bad. I wasn't terribly fond of the way it ended, but I thought it was fun.
The
I
only
thought it
thing
was a
remember
good show.
from Star Versus was that musical number. That I didn't even watch that far to get to it, but people kept putting it in my recommended. So, just the guy who turns out I think he was a member of Backstreet Boys, just made this song about how Star and Marco are the OTP at some point.
I have a confession to make. I need to see more of Star Versus, and this is particularly sad because my friend was a storyboard artist on the show. I really need to see more of the show. So I'm a terrible friend.
Angel Mongone says, "How are you, Heather?"
I'm alright. I'm crocheting, doing my best. Lots going on in my life right now. I got 2 computers that don't work. Contemplating a lot. But I'm doing my best.
Yep, we made some plans for your trip to Florida last night, and that helps me pass the time mentally.
What helps you pass the time mentally? I walked away for a moment.
Stop doing that, Edits. Are you here or are you not?
I'm here. It's just half the time I'm just listening.
Okay, so Heather's coming to visit me in next month, for her birthday. And
Nice.
last night I was making making some plans for that, and that helps me get through waiting.
Yeah, it turns out we're going
Oh,
to
look.
Gatorland.
Nice.
Gonna wrestle a gator.
Yep.
Nice.
And we're
Sounds like a
going
fun
to I'm gonna take her to Dave and Buster's, and hopefully we don't get kicked out of Dave and Buster's.
Why
I don't
would
know
you
if
get
I'm
kicked
allowed
out
in
of
Dave
Dave
and
and
I
Buster's.
think out of Dave and Buster's once.
Why have you been kicked out of
I-
Dave and
I-
Buster?
To be fair, it wasn't my fault.
I'm very concerned about
It wasn't
this.
me. It's the people I went with. I went with my little sister and my cousin and his girlfriend for her birthday. And his girlfriend got wicked drunk.
Sometimes.
And we tried to get her off the booze, so we took her away from the bar and we're gonna go play some games. But then she passed by as this chick and bumps into her, and then she starts talking smack to this chick. And this chick is with her husband and 2 small children. So she
Oh my
starts
God.
antagonizing this whole family, and I just look down and I'm like, okay, I'm not associating. But of course, they told our entire party had to leave.
Don't get up to those shenanigans, and you should be fine.
I might get kicked out because I used to work there, and when I left, they thought I stole $180 from them.
What? How?
Wow.
Good job, Bronny.
He didn't do that.
Because
No, I know I didn't do that.
here's what happened. Some chick, I was working a photo booth. Some chick comes up to the photo booth with her 5-year-old, takes a bunch of photos, and pays me to print them out, and I did. And then I went up to the restaurant to go give them to her. Nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found in the game room. I was there. That happened early on in my shift. I was there for another 6 hours. And I checked for them the whole time. Every 15 minutes on the dot. Went through, as long as I wasn't dealing with a customer, went through the game room, went through the restaurant, couldn't find them.
They left.
Apparently they just like ate and then were like, we didn't get our pictures, so we're not paying. And nobody ever came up to me. I mean, it's not like I'm hard to find. Nobody ever called me. Nobody ever came up to me. Nothing to find out what was going on. I didn't find this out that they didn't pay for their food until like 3 days later. And they're like, and they blamed it on me. And also that one of the waitresses picked a fight with me. And I didn't do anything to her. But like I was taking a picture of a table, and this waitress, who looks a lot like Heather's mother, I'm very sorry,
That's sad.
this waitress
My
just
mom.
rolls up and shoves me out of the way while I'm in the middle of taking pictures of a family that they asked for, and was like, "Hey, do you guys need any drinks or anything?" In like that waitress voice, and I'm like, and just in a very playful tone, I was like, "Hey, you got in my picture." And then she turns to me with this like death glare and goes, "I'm working here." And I said, but I'm working here too. And apparently that was the most offensive thing she'd ever heard. So between supposedly stealing $180 and getting in a fight with the waitress, the manager's words, not mine, that and also my boss wasn't paying Dave and Buster's the rent he was supposed to be paying for us to have a photo booth there in the first place. So between those three things, they were just like, get out, right? So it's been 2 years, but like that's definitely something that's in the back of my head. Like, am I gonna go in there and are they gonna kick me out?
It's okay, Bronny. If that Karen goes after you, I'll Karen her right back. I've learned from the best.
I'll just be like, let me talk to your. Actually, don't talk to the manager.
You know
Well,
what?
no, and I thought about it for a second. I'm like, well, at the very least, if we eat there, and we get her as a waitress, I'm not tipping. she's not getting a tip. You know, and she'll be like, "Hey, how come you're not tipping?" I'm like, "Well, because you put me out on the street 2 years ago." So so there's that. But I don't think we're gonna eat there because, quite honestly, the food is slow and bad and very expensive. So
yeah, if anything,
probably
I just
yeah.
leave the bar and get a light drink, and then I'll play games and go back sometimes. If they let you leave the bar,
You got.
which they do.
Oh, I was-
usually
I
do.
was-
Like, you
I was
can
gonna be
have a
like-
drink, I'll come back.
I was gonna be like, you guys should try Junkyard Cafe, but then I realized you guys don't live in California.
let's see here. Buck&5 says, Heather, have we seen your OC use her horn or magic for anything yet?
Hold on,
Taking
let
my
me see.
Dr. Pepper.
Have you used your horn for anything yet?
Taking my
I
Dr.
think
Pepper.
we
How
have in
dare
some
you,
of my
Heather?
videos. There was one where I did my collab with Manga Cayman, and she used it for shape shifting. She had a diamond dog form and stuff. But that's mostly what her magic is for. It's for glamour and glitz and illusions. Because she's a fraud. You're a fraud.
Mm-hmm.
Still a princess though.
Let's see here. I need to set my Discord to do not disturb because my server's blowing up about something right now.
Ooh. Hope it's nothing but the good stuff.
They're talking about spiritual warfare,
Oh, God.
which is one of my favorite topics, but I'm here right now. Unlike
what the hell
edits.
are you doing, phone? What the hell are you doing?
Stop
Okay.
antagonizing my coon, boy.
Buckin5 says, if it were not for David Bowie, Labyrinth would not be remembered.
Kinda. Well, I mean, I guess the Jim Henson stuff's pretty memorable.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, people are gonna like. It would have been a smaller footnote.
Yeah, it would have been like kind of Dark Crystal, I think, in its memorabilia. People would remember it if they were Jim Henson fans.
But now it's
Emerald Spencer
immortalized.
likes Sweetie's continuity shirt.
Oh, I forgot I was wearing it. Yes. I was like, well, how did you know?
Buckin5
Oh, right.
Yeah, Buckin5 wants to know, are you scared of traveling, Heather, with the virus and the protests?
It's a concern.
Don't be scared of them.
I
What's
think
the worst
I'm
they
more
can
worried
do?
About, I'm not worried about the protests because as long as I avoid those areas, I shouldn't run into trouble. But maybe that'll be hard. It depends on what's going on in Florida at the time. But the COVID is probably what I'd be concerned about. But if I wear a mask and do my social distancing, there's very little else I can do. So I'm not going to try and think about it too much. Good
I'm
enough to
pretty
wear my
sure
mask
we'll be
during the
fine.
flight, though. That's going to be something.
Yeah.
It's so
I'm
hard.
Yeah.
pretty sure we'll be fine. If any protesters or any freaking Antifa or whatever tries to mess with
Walk-
you, Heather, I will
walk
put
the
them
other way.
down. No, not walk the other way. I will put them down like the sick animal they are. Just so you know.
It's fine,
Um,
Ronnie. I'm sure it won't come to that. We'll be fine.
Yep,
Yeah, I'm sure it'll
and,
be fine. Just avoid the
and
big
that's-
cities.
and that's
That's
why
it.
I'm comfortable saying it on air.
Oh,
Just
let's
stay
see
away
here.
from the big cities. That's all. Stay from.
Yeah,
stay away
that
from the
that won't
downtown
that won't be too difficult. We won't be around there. Buckin5 wants to know, Brawny, would you, Heather, or Sweetie enjoy Dance Dance Revolution? I hate Dance
loved
Dance Revolution.
DDR
Do
when
it,
I was
yes.
a kid. Oh, DDR was my
It was the
jam
best
when I was in
game.
middle school. Holy
Yeah,
crap.
I didn't get why I wasn't.
that was the
good.
best shit.
Oh, I wasn't nearly as good as my friends were, mind you. But I loved it. I didn't say I was
Which
good at it. I said I loved it.
which
Yeah, you're
Dance
not
Dance
good.
Revolution did you play? All the genre, or not all the genre, but all the games, or whatever
I
was at
mostly
the
remember Dance
game
Dance Revolution 2 is the one
That
that
was
was,
a good one.
around when I was in middle school.
my brother bought all the Dance Dance Revolutions. It was a
Damn.
fun time. It was like their way of exercising.
Yeah,
It was
right?
great.
There was a take-home one where you had like a mat.
Yeah, those sucked. I preferred
Oh, yeah.
the ones in the arcade. That's why I mostly know.
Yeah,
Dance Dance
dude, the
Revolution.
metal pads are the best.
Yeah.
We bought a couple of them. It was great.
I think they have a DDR over at the Dave and Buster's, Heather. So
Usually,
Yeah, we'll play
any
it.
Dave and Buster's worth a damn should have one.
Any arcade.
Any arcade worth a damn. Yeah, I think the first time I went to round one, there wasn't one. I'm like, what the frick? Well, there was one that was similar to DDR, but wasn't quite the same. And then I went back later. I'm like, oh, there it is.
I went to like
Was
you know what's
it-
funny? I went
was-
to a round
was
one
it just
once,
called
and there was
Dance?
just so many
I know.
leaves everywhere.
Yeah, that's what round one
I think-
caters to.
I think that was the first time I'd been to one, but yeah, I went in there and on the DDR there was just a chick in full like maid cosplay, just freaking dancing her heart out, and I was just like, "There's a lot to see here, a lot to take in." I'm glad that we got one.
Oh yeah, it's great. I mean, it's one of those things like I wish I had more people to take to it, but there you go.
It's just gonna make the two of us in one
Yes.
karaoke room.
Right,
We need more chicks over here.
right.
we got
It's
to
like
get you
if
down here to
anybody ever
Florida so
comes
I
to
can
visit,
so I
Which
can
they
get you.
don't.
Who's gonna visit?
I know, right?
Sweetie, listen to me.
What?
We got to get you down here to Florida, so I can get you, so I can introduce you to my friend. His wife lives and breathes rhythm games, and they go and play DR all the time together. So
Well, then they're
we'll
just
just
gonna
get
stay.
you to be friends with them, and y'all can play DDR together, and it'll be amazing.
Well, like again, I suck at it though.
Doesn't
Well,
matter. For
You
fun.
don't need skill to have.
I don't think anybody's truly good at it because
No, there
even
are.
if you can hit
no,
all
no,
the
no, no.
Oh, yeah,
Ronnie, you
my
have not seen the
brother-
people who rock at DDR. Like,
that maid outfit chick.
Yeah, you should.
killing it.
yeah, I know. There are a lot
You
of
should
people
really
who are
see
very
how my brother plays.
Mostly weebs.
that
mostly
game.
weeps, but you know.
So edits. You're saying your brother is really good?
Yeah, he's really good at DDR. It's kind of crazy what he can do. Like, you think people play it just for the fun, but no, he's like, dude, I'm gonna do the hardest difficulty. I'm
Yeah.
gonna add on ghosts. I'm gonna add on freaking speed up or whatever the other one's called, 4 times speed and whatever, and he just goes ham on the double pad standard. You know where it's like
Yeah, where you have to do both at the
mode
same
you can do
time.
both.
Mhm.
Yeah, he will
Yeah.
do that stuff. He'll be running back and forth, hitting those notes, especially on the hardest song in the game, which I think is called Extreme. Just Extreme. And so the song goes. It's crazy.
I also got my friend. I also got my midget friend David, who's really good at DDR, or likes it a lot. At the very least, I know that much.
Is he
He's always
Asian?
like building. Huh?
Is he Asian?
No, he's not. He's just a very short, blonde-haired man.
Okay, it's what's interesting about the name David. It goes both ways. Either they're very, yeah, as you pointed, or Asian. I know a lot of Vietnamese people named David.
Well, I used to have a ton of friends and relatives named David, but most of my David relatives have passed away, and I no longer talk to a few of my David friends, but now I've got 2. One that I've known for forever, who's super tall, and then the one that I met through the Grand Brony Gala, who's super short.
Yeah.
Well, you know David Silver.
Yes, David Silver as well. So that's 3.
Oh my god, the brony chef commented on my crepes.
Nice.
I know, right?
I know,
He's
I
giving
am
me
just-
like a freaking legit.
I am just so horrible.
He did that to the muffins the cupcakes I made for Everfree Northwest. He's like, oh, these make my mouth water. I'm like, oh god, senpai, notice me.
You know, look, he's like, plating looks nice. I'm intrigued if those chocolate lines were on purpose or plain accident. Filling distribution looks good. I would pay for these crepes.
Nice.
Oh! Yeah.
Senpai's been noticing the crap out of Heather recently, Brony. You're in trouble.
People are finally seeing.
I mean, I say that knowing full well that the Brony chef is married, but
I've tried the Brony Chef's food a couple of times, and it's good. It's not bad. Not the best I've ever had.
I would pay for his food mostly because I don't like making food. So it's a rare occasion now where I'm like making full-on meals. Well, I'm saying that as I made myself an Italian sausage with pasta earlier.
there you go. I like doing it. I just know it takes a lot of energy, so like I don't do it as often as I should.
Especially during the week. Right?
Guys.
Yeah, during the week is a pain in the butt.
You know what I've just noticed? I haven't been keeping up with my usual Thursday uploads.
How dare you?
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't
What the heck is wrong with you?
I know, right? I should be keeping up with it, but work calls, you know?
Yeah, I get that, dude. I get that. My God. You know how many
Yeah.
streams I had to cancel last year because of work? So many.
Oh. I'll see what I can do. Hopefully things are calming down now, so I'll be able to get back into the rhythm of it.
Buckin5 wants to know, sweetie, do you have any tabby cats or kittens in your shelter currently?
Tabby cats?
She said no.
Tabby cats?
Tabbies.
We
Yep.
probably have a few. I know we get neonates all the bloody time because it is kitten season. I don't know how many we have available right now, just because I know that we're currently turning away all healthy strays. So typically when the kittens come in, they're adopted pretty darn quickly. So I don't know if we actually have any at the immediate moment, but probably.
So Buckin, here's what you need to do. You just need to go down to the shelter and adopt all of their cats.
No, Bronny, you need an appointment. We're not letting people walk willy-nilly through the shelter right now.
Okay, so make an appointment and then go down to the shelter with your appointment and adopt all of their cats.
That sounds dangerous.
Which one were you
Cats
talking about?
scratch.
Which ones are those?
Neonates are kittens that usually defined that are under 2 months that technically still need their mother, and so people see these stray kittens on the sidewalk and go, oh no, we have to save the babies, and they forget that mom is probably around the corner getting food, and by taking the babies away from their mother, they are very much diluting the chance the kitten has to survive. There is a 50% chance that a kitten will survive without their mother.
They're all due to ignorance.
Mm-hmm. They try to do the right thing, and then they kill the kittens.
One of my friends just rescued a cat off the street like that, but he tells me that the mother was neglecting it. Like, uh, it was like a case where he would see this family of cats walking around regularly, and it was this one was the runt of the litter and wasn't getting any attention, wasn't getting any food. So he just picked that one up and has been taking care of it.
Well, here's hoping it doesn't get some sort of disease, but okay.
He took it to the vet, got it all the vaccinations.
If
and
it's old enough for
got it,
vaccinations, then it's old enough to be taken away from the mother. But the problem is people
Okay.
usually take kittens away from the mother before they're old enough even for vaccines.
I see.
Like there was definitely a case where 5 kittens showed up that were maybe a week old. And they're like, oh, well, the mother, we found it at our hairdresser's place, and the mother wasn't around, so we thought we'd save them. It's like the mother was probably around the corner finding food. But yeah, no, save them. I don't know how those kittens turned out, but I doubt all of them survived.
I remember when you told me about the time somebody brought in some kittens that were literally like just born.
Yeah, they have,
that
like,
day.
there's so many kittens that come in with umbilical cords. Like, literally
Oh.
just came out of mom. And people just take them away from mom, because they think they're being the good Samaritans.
That's not being good Samaritans. Now you just basically killed little kittens.
Basically,
What
yeah.
the-
But
Yeah, but
I
people
didn't
are
see
stupid.
the mom around immediately. Yes, because the
People
mother's
are.
probably hungry from just giving birth.
Okay, that wasn't my card because it stopped.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Emerald Spencer wants to know if we like Beat Saber.
Beat Saber. I have not been
No.
able to play it. I hear people really like watching videos of it. It looks like it would be fun. It's like Guitar Hero, but with lightsabers.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, have you seen those videos of people who like have because it's a VR game. They have 2 lightsabers, and the music goes on, and just blocks are coming at them
Yeah.
in the rhythm of the music, and you're just like,
Yeah, I have seen those, yeah.
that
That looks too hardcore for me. I'd fail that abysmal.
I know Louis plays it. Well,
I'd probably give it a shot, and then everyone would laugh at the horror.
It's all about fun.
Oh, sweetie, I just for nostalgia's sake, the other day I was watching that one Dr. Wolf video where it's like day 1 of Everfree Northwest, and we're all standing in a circle and just talking with him, and you had this plate of chocolate chip muffins or something
yeah.
like that.
That was the thing.
And
the
my
British
hand
said
just
he
keeps my hand just keeps coming in from off a frame every
Oh,
time
yeah,
it
I
does that.
remember
You're like,
Just see a brawny plop.
liked. Yeah, I kept on smacking you. That's right. Like, I basically your introduction in the video was me going, no, bad Brawny. Dr. Wolf's like, so anyway, Brawny's here.
This is why every time I see him, I gotta bring him his own baked goods so he doesn't take everyone else's.
Mm-hmm.
but you don't understand, sweetie. We're standing right next to me, with the tray.
You were only there because you wanted the attention from the video.
Oh no, that's not true. He wanted your cupcakes.
That's it.
Cupcakes are
I wanted all of
Cupcakes.
it, sweetie. I wanted to hang out with my friends first and foremost. I
Mhm.
wanted your baked goods, and yeah, those were the 2 major reasons. I don't care about no video.
Come on. have
We
a
were
little
we were
offense.
hanging out, and Doc whips out his camera and goes, "Who wants to be in the video?" And I'm like, "Sure." Let's see here.
No, I'm going too
Yeah, I
fast.
think you may have to give me a minute to try and...
Oh, I should be doing my.
Yeah, there you
stretches
go.
anyway.
Do the stretches. That'll give me time.
Yeah. So how's
I
our
had a
progress
really
coming
bad
along?
pain in my wrist earlier this week.
Yeesh.
I was wearing because it was in this hand, of course, the hand that I need. And I put on, my mom brought me a wrist brace because whenever things get really bad with this, I put it on before it gets bad enough where I have to go to a doctor.
Mhm.
So I'm like, if I'm getting freaking carpal tunnel, I'm stopping that shit right now.
Right.
Who keeps trying to
Ooh,
break
that's
into
not
my
good.
car?
It doesn't sound like it's yours.
Yeah, it feels like it's coming over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I had that on Monday, and I'm like, this better not be a problem. It's not a problem. It hasn't been a problem since. I guess my wrist just really needed a break. I've been drawing and crocheting too much.
How dare you, dude? Watch your 6 months.
I know! Being stupid. Heather, you're not a creative.
You are too creative. That's why your wrist hurts. That's how it works. Dude, look.
It went down the wrong tube.
Don't die over it.
Don't tell me what to die over. I'll die over anything. I'll die right now.
Ronnie,
No,
tell her
don't
not
do
to
that,
die.
Heather.
I got work tonight.
That sucks.
Why do you have work tonight?
Because they need me to stock the
Because
shelves
I'm kind of
tonight.
working from the opposite end. So,
Oh man, you have military times. I have no idea what time it is.
it's 8:27.
Oh, okay, so we're still
It is.
So
Let me see here.
21. That's gonna be the
21.
magic number. 2121 is when we're signing off. For those of you who are not America and are also in the same time zone somehow.
2020.
Yes.
Oh,
who
what
tell
time are we?
probably-
No one in America.
Apparently.
Maybe Canada.
Maybe Canada.
Maybe
Canada
Mexico.
probably does. Canada probably tells time in military time. I bet you.
Does Mexico?
I'm not sure.
Blame
I don't think so.
Canada. Blame Canada.
I miss that. I think I've like totally charged South Park stuff in my head because I've been watching because during my during work now because I'm just doing paperwork mindlessly. I'll just have a earbud in and a YouTube video going on. I've been watching Jacksepticeye play through the South Park video games, and I've been watching South Park on TV. So I'm just like full of that in my brain right now. Fabulous. That's just what I
Friendly
need.
faces everywhere, homophobes and temptation. Boo babby boo doo boo bee boo boo bee bee.
Why though?
Why what?
Why are you doing this to me?
I don't know. Why am I doing it to you?
You know, if I knew the answer to that question, you think I'd be asking you?
Maybe.
Hmm.
Well, know what's funny? I went to get pho earlier today, and the guy at the front desk when I was ordering the food just kind of goes, "Here's a free mask on us." I'm like, "Oh, cool." It's just the name of the restaurant on it. It's pretty
Nice.
cool. Yeah. I was like, "Sweet, I'm gonna wear this to work tonight." But then I realized, wait, how's I mean, my work puts union on their masks, so it shouldn't be a big deal.
Just do whatever the heck you want. If you want to wear a mask, go wear a mask.
I mean,
If anybody tells you to not wear a mask, tell me, point them out to me, and I'll take care of it.
oh no, it's okay. My company's just very they're mask centric right now, so either way I have to wear a mask.
All right, good stuff.
Yeah. I don't mind though. Once the stores close, I take off my mask because screw that shit. I'm not wearing it 8 hours straight. No, thank you.
That's a nice thing about my work. We only have to wear the masks when we're dealing with the public. So we've just sort of
Yeah.
accepted the fact that if one of our coworkers gets COVID, we're just screwed.
Yeah, like what one of my coworkers had to stay home for 2 weeks because one of his parents got COVID. So it's like, oh, okay. And so the key carriers at night just told me straight up, oh, go disinfect the janitor stuff he touched. I'm like, oh boy. I'm just like, oh boy, this might be my chance. I'll be part of the big number. But no, it turns out I didn't get sick, so I guess I have a good immune system.
Good
Yeah.
stuff. Let's see here. Buck5 wants to know, Heather, who made that masked rarity shirt you're wearing?
This was made by Lennon Black. You can find this shirt by him on TeePublic. He is a super great
Is
artist.
it T Public with PEA?
What was that?
Is it T Public with a TEA or just the letter T?
T.
No, it's TEE.
Oh, TEE. Okay.
TeePublic. Everyone knows that place. On teepublic.com, you can buy this shirt. 6 feet, darling. On his TeePublic. And I will leave a link to it on Twitter. And maybe I'll do that right now. I'll just start leaving links for it everywhere. Because this
Yeah, I
is a
do
great
wanna
shirt.
look at
You should
some-
buy it. You should support him. He is the best. I should.
Yeah, send it.
Let's see here. Battleship Agincourt wants to know, where can I get a continuity shirt?
Silver Quill sells them at most of his con. Whenever he's at a con, he's usually vending. You can find him at his vendor hall, the vendor table at When he's at the moment, I don't think he sells them online. I could ask. I could always ask. I could ask now.
Oh, your laptop had to update. That's funny. Oh, time to get ready for a stream. Updates pending. Oh. That was funny. That was.
Mm-hmm.
This might be a little harder to find than I initially thought, but that's okay. I have a hack. I'm gonna go on DeviantArt, find the illustration that he drew of this, and then I'll get it to all of us. Oh, I have a note.
He hasn't responded to my last tweet, so I don't know how long it's last text. So I don't know how long it's going to be before he sees that one. But he'll get back to me eventually. Maybe after the stream is over. I don't know. Maybe next week.
Interesting.
Emerald Spencer says, I want a Rainbow Dash shirt that says, I need you to be about 20% further away.
Nice.
That's a good idea.
It's a
You
good
gotta
idea.
you gotta market that right now.
Do it.
I'm stealing that idea, and I'm going to take all the money from it, and there's nothing you can do about it, Spencer.
Except
got
that we have
something.
recorded proof that you stole the idea.
Lawsuit.
It's now on legal tape.
Yep.
By the time anybody finds out, it'll be too late.
Pretty sure we're finding out now.
Why does this
Nope, no,
happen
you're
to
not.
me? Ouch.
All right, I've got that link for the TeePublic, and I'm gonna put it in that thread of the tweets.
Thread of the tweets, yes.
Yes.
Clayton says, Sweetie Bloom and Silver Quill is my OTP.
He can do better.
I agree.
Oh, he actually did get back to me. He said, no, actually, let me.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna text.
What you looking at, Heather?
I am tweeting out my shirt that Len and Black made, so everyone can go buy it if they want to buy it.
I'm still waiting on that post. Hurry up, I demand it.
There it is. Take that.
I thought it was
retweet.
following paper
Everyone
bag.
go buy the
Pony.
shirt. Buy it as a mask. Buy it as a shirt. Buy other things.
By all the things.
Buy all his things. He deserves it. Advertisement. Advertisement.
Some
He's
creeper,
not giving. He's not. I didn't even get this for free. I bought it.
Some creeper named like Heather Blossom retweeted my thing with a link to a shirt.
Oh, what a whore!
Alright, so I got his permission to say this during stream. He says, I'm working on putting such a place together, that being a place where you guys can buy this away from the vendor halls. I'm working on putting such a place together. We'll make an announcement when it's ready. So, look out for that.
And I've also linked it in the chat if you're still curious about this awesome shirt. Yeah, there we go. Still getting that one.
Because the problem is I'm working kind of from the other end.
I get it.
So, let me see. I can do this. We can figure it out. I'll give you a little bit more leeway, maybe.
Let me lay down. Don't lay down.
Look at her tummy.
I don't.
Here, I'll angle it down so you can look at her tummy better.
No, don't look at the groin. That's a crotch shot.
That too. Fan service.
We're not an anime.
Says who?
I guess that's how you kind of have to live life, right?
Live
We
life
are.
like it's an anime.
Fan service everywhere. Ronnie, why haven't I gotten any of your shirts yet? That's the shirts I should be getting for free.
I mean, she's right.
I'd be wearing them. I'd be pouring them out for you.
All right, I will fix that I will fix that right now.
Do it.
Send
You said
me
you
a
wanted a
shirt.
Princess Brawny shirt, didn't you?
That Princess
yeah,
Brawny shirt.
I think that's the one I wanted. Frick, I kind of want all
Six.
of them. They're great. But yeah, just that.
6. Oh, dude, that's actually not a bad price. $20, dude.
Yeah.
I
right?
actually, I'm glad you reminded me. Tomorrow I'm gonna, you know what? Tomorrow I'm gonna make another shirt. Cause actually I gotta text my friend and ask her if I can, cause it would be her artwork that I'd be using on it.
Oh, wait, so he only makes 2 t-shirts, 2 different t-shirts in his whole store, right?
Linen Black, yeah, he has 2 different t-shirts right now, but hopefully with more sales, he'll continue to make more. And you can also order them as masks. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
want a Celestial one. Give me a
I'm
Celestial.
gonna plug my own shirts here in a second.
Plug it. And if you
but-
get me one of your shirts soon enough, I'll wear it on a stream and you can plug it even more. I'm a whore for shirts now.
Dude, I should give you one of my Edits Coon shirts. Oh, I only have 1 shirt.
You always
Order me
have
one.
been, Heather. Like you've got more T-shirts than anybody I've ever known.
How
Oh
many
yeah, a whole
shirts do you
shelf
have,
on
Heather?
the bottom is dedicated to them. Look at
Dear
that.
Lord, like I was like, oh, that's not too bad, but then I see how compactly they are shoved in there.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, they're pretty great. Love them.
I've got like 6 shirts that I cycle through.
And also got some in there, you know, the nicer ones that I don't want to like fold up. Like, oh, I'll show you some.
I've got like 6 shirts that I cycle through. 2 of them are from Heather.
There you go.
I got my work shirts to cycle through, and then on my what do I cycle through on my feet? Mostly sleep shirts.
Pristine says, "Oh, where's Heather going?"
She's looking through her shirts.
She disappeared.
Ah, here he is.
Okay, well when she gets back, she's got an ask.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, guys, remember your
not
6
sure if you'll
feet
be allowed
distance,
to wear that.
aka 1 yard.
Really?
Well,
1
I
meter
don't know.
or
It's
something like
probably okay because it's novelty, but I know that I, in my naivete, wore a political shirt to the polls, and they said that I had to. They pointed me to the bathroom to turn the shirt inside out so I could vote because they wouldn't let me if I had that shirt on.
So while we're waiting on Heather, everybody buy one of my T-shirts.
Send me a link.
And
I
buy
would
Linen
like
Black's
a link.
shirt.
It's in the
And when
It's
available,
in
it's in the chat.
not available yet. but eventually.
Which
Buy
one?
shirts.
All the shirts.
Which one would I wear?
That'd be
Brawny,
awesome.
you
Let's
should
do
take
that.
your freaking icon and make it a shirt. I'd wear that. I'd wear that.
God, my room is hot.
Your icon.
It is. Oh, y'all, my laptop died. Please let me know if you guys can hear us again.
I am impressed
Yeah,
with
we
that. Like, it can die and you can just open it
Just
up
plug
and
it
it's
back up.
doing all the same shit.
Yeah, it did that to me. Actually, it's done that to me a few times. So yeah, okay, they can hear us now again. Yeah, that was my bad. Because
Nothing happened.
here's what happens with my laptop. It only warns me it's running out of batteries when it's at 5%. And if I don't see that little notification, I will be like in the middle of something like do. Oh crap!
Oh, it's at 7%.
Yeah, probably it died on me at 5%. The cheap bastard. That's probably why it just said screw you guys. I'm going home.
Buckin says he has one of my shirts.
Nice.
Let's see here. Iris P95, I'm taking your idea. I'm assuming she says Brawny needs a shirt that says "Get the fuck away from me, COVID-19."
You just need a graphic for that.
Wait, is
Oh, I
there
could-
is
I
there
could
an
make one.
OC? Is there an OC called COVID-19?
Have they made an OC of it yet?
Probably.
Corona-chan?
COVID-19 poem.
So Heather, you had a question here from Pristine. This is for you, Sweetie and Brawny. Favorite MLP guest character?
I like Patton Oswalt's Poople Pants.
Bow Pants was pretty awesome. I mean, does Discord count?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I'd say if not, I'll go with
point, was he even really a guest and not as much part of the family? I'm pretty sure at the last episode he was literally part of the family.
Yes.
Who was part of the family?
Discord.
Discord.
Heavily implied shipping between him and Fluttershy.
Yeah, yeah.
The ship is too strong that it's too mainstream for my taste now. What's a hipster thing to say?
Mm.
I liked it before it was popular.
Yeah, there we go.
Lennon Black says, "Ah, the shirt."
Yeah, Lennon Black, I'm wearing the baby. I linked it. I'm advertising it. No need to thank me. We probably have a bazillion people ordering it now.
Well, I mean, you can thank her with another free shirt.
He didn't even give me this first one for free.
Well, then get her another shirt for free.
You don't need to do that. I want to give him all the money.
Is that
He's
the
an
big
artist.
Corona-chan?
I very much saw you in the side of my view, and I was very, yeah.
It's
like,
rarity.
are we doing that now?
Yeah, freaking, he can draw. Lennon Black draws some saucy stuff. I gotta act a little saucy when I'm wearing it. Draw some saucy art. I'll put it on.
People are shipping with silver already. I think if I started fondling the shirt, that would be a little bit.
Ship me with rarity. As I caress her eyes, yeah, my nipples are over here, so.
Yeah, it probably isn't good to notice that his claws come up in interesting places on my shirt.
Yeah, that's how we do, though. That's how we do.
Oh God, freaking implications.
I'm gonna say I am open to wearing shirts with very saucy graphics, just not straight up nudity. Very saucy graphics, a lot of violence. I will also wear. I'm okay with wearing stuff that is violent. Have a gun. Have two guns.
I'm gonna get you one of those Pony Yahiago sweaters.
Yeah, I'll wear that. This is age restricted anyway.
Agree with me, sweet. You're not supposed to agree with me, Heather.
Too bad.
Too late.
This is already a stream that's not meant for children. There are no children here. I can wear it.
I decided to look up Corona-chan, and I found a video of Corona-chan. It's kind of hilarious.
Of course there is. I bet people have fact to it already.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's okay. I need a break. I can't overdo it with my wrists again. Okay. This always happens. Like the little lints that are, like, I know they're knife's fur. They'll just come up on your thing and it looks like a bug, but it's just fur, and I get pissed off.
Yeah, I think I saw a little bit of lint in the bathroom where I had to, like, poke it to make sure it wasn't, like
a bug?
Yeah, I was like, poke? Okay, it's just lint.
It's just freaking knife. Freaking. I filled half our damn kitchen trash can with her fur, and that's only what she would allow me to brush. She wouldn't stop moving the whole time. Freaking cat. She will be the end of me.
Lemon Black says, thanks for the support, Heather.
Anytime. I love your work, and I want people to see it. I want people to support it. You deserve it. I'm so happy you started making shirts. That's something you should have always been doing. This perfect art style for shirts and for merch.
We also mentioned that she's a shirt whore, so you know.
Yeah, I'm a total shirt whore. Sometimes I cut up my shirts and put a little fringe on them. Sometimes I feel like, look at this shirt. I respect it. I respect it too much. Like my McCree shirt. That's the one I tore off the sleeves. Did fringes at the bottom. So I thought it looked cooler.
Girls, I don't really care either way if he makes any more clothing. You might say I don't give a shirt.
Go to your room.
I am in my room.
Then close the door.
The door is closed.
Then go to bed.
No, I'm watching your stream.
Then advertise this freaking shirt.
Okay. You don't have to be mean about it.
Go advertise.
I can't help it. I aggressively love. I'm not a pacifist little pussy.
Yeah.
I wanted to say it because it alliterated.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah.
Almost there.
I swear it is. Yeah.
Maybe. I say that and then
I should make another kitty sweater because the kitty sweater kit they still have more yarn. So I have enough to make another one, and I want to make it bigger. So.
Bigger, yeah, apparently much bigger because now she is a large
Well, if
cat.
anything, another Chihuahua will get a sweater.
There you go.
I'm just gonna make a tons of sweaters that are too small for knifing. You guys are gonna have like a whole fleet of sweaters ready to go.
Mhm.
It's gonna be in a box that says Heather's sweater donations. Wife will have a sweater. She will love it. Well, maybe she won't love it, but I'll love it.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know about loving it. That maybe
Wait, what's
too much.
today? Today's
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Saturday?
Today
Ain't
is
loving it.
Saturday, yes.
Today is
Oh,
Saturday.
okay.
Tomorrow's Sunday, my knee day.
My work day.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Uh,
But you're not
if
missing
for-
much. I mostly just hang
if
around
for-
half naked,
It's
reading comics,
It's just
watching
another
TV.
manic Monday.
Don't remind me that
God,
Monday's
they
coming.
play this
God.
Sunday.
Sunday
They
is
play
my
that
Monday,
so
though.
much at work. Don't
Cause
sing
that's
it.
my fun day.
No, stop.
Just another manic Monday.
Like, seriously, I'll walk into work and I just hear that song and I'm just like, oh, God. What has my life come to?
Okay, so we got some good news in the chat here. Lennon Black says Celestia shirt coming up, especially for summer. Yeah, that's
Oh,
a good
nice.
idea.
Please be Celestia Bikini. Please be Celestia Bikini. I want saucy shirts.
I mean, I'd be down, sure, so that's what we can.
So down. Super down.
Do it.
So down, I'm down in hell.
Give her like a, like a Sunny Delight, Sunny D bottle. Or I don't know.
Honey Drop says, I miss my puppy. She would have loved to have a sweater.
Aw.
But it's summer. That's
But
the
Aw.
beauty.
I sympathize, Honey Drop, but please don't be one of those weirdos that puts clothes on their dog unless you have, like,
Hey,
one of those
Tiffany
very
looked
short-haired
so cute
breeds.
in those dresses I used to put her in.
One of those short-haired breeds, and it's winter, and you live in Montana.
There
Ronnie,
you go, yeah.
we just want our pets to look fab and maybe wear a shirt that says I'm with mommy, okay? Is that a crime? My bad, person? No.
I don't
Nah,
think
Jack,
the
we're
pet
right.
likes it very much most of the time.
You know
I don't
what?
think the pet can.
Sometimes I just
If-
need a cute picture. And we're taking Knife to go see Santa again this year, so you're just going to have to deal with it. And I'm going to send your parents a picture of it.
I'm sure they would love that. I just hope whoever is handling the camera isn't horribly incompetent this time.
I'm actually
I
thinking about
agree.
Christmas. I think I'll send your family a tin of cookies in that picture, and that'll be my contribution for Christmas. That's fair.
Alright? Yeah, I'm sure they'd love that.
So are you going to be visiting her family for Christmas?
Yeah, we are.
Awesome.
We still gotta look into hotels around there for Christmas, honey. We gotta do that now,
Yeah.
just in case. Now is when it's gonna be at its cheapest.
Probably, yeah. Unless, there's another apocalypse event that happens between now and then, which is very likely.
Oh my god. Is this year over yet?
No.
Turning a quarter of a century old. I don't need the stress!
Cry me a river.
You're not a quarter of anything.
No, I'm beyond a quarter.
Yeah, you're not at 50% though. I'm at a landmark.
Okay.
Time mark? What's the word I'm looking for? Milestone? Something
Milestone,
like-
I
milestone. Yeah. I'm tired. I had a hard time falling asleep. I have big
Hey
thighs.
guys, so
Oh,
I'm
shh.
thinking on.
Cry me a river
This
on
is
that one, too.
random.
woman.
Look, I say thighs are big if, you don't like it when they rub together.
So I'm
You
I'm
might
randomly
be
gonna talk about this. I'm thinking on bringing back my podcast that I did a while back for like a few episodes called No.
You know what? Who I want to bring back their podcast is Louie. So if we go see movies again,
Oh,
we
yeah.
can go talk about the movie. Because I kind of feel like doing that after we see a movie.
Yeah.
Just want to have a big conversation about it.
But yeah,
Love movies.
what do you guys think
Plus,
about
I
the
like
name
Louis actually,
No?
pressuring me into seeing movies that I probably would let.
I don't like that
Right.
name, to be totally
Sometimes
honest.
you need a little encouragement.
Okay,
Mhm.
A
why?
little incentive.
Yep.
Not like
It's
money
too
incentive. I'm
bland.
sorry I did my fingers like that.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
well, sometimes
that's
he
the
would give
point
me
of the
money incentive. That's not the point.
podcast.
Damn the boy.
Mm-hmm.
And I
You're
want
not
that
going to get
cool
any viewers.
Peter
Not with that name.
What would you recommend
Get that
for a
little
name then?
haunted cone.
Yep.
Something that's not a bad
I'm
name.
weird. But I like it.
That's very that sets the bar
It's
pretty high.
reasonable.
Okay. Help me out here.
I
I'm
can't.
sure you'll think of something. Let's see here. Buck&5 wants to see Knife and wants to know if Sweetie has ever tied her hair into a
Oh,
bun
since
or
you're
ponytail.
doing yarn, I'll go get nice.
Okay. What about my hair?
Oh, sure.
Have you ever done it into a bun or ponytail?
I put my hair in a ponytail all the time. I just leave it down for my days off. But if you want to see it in a bun, give me a second. That's why my OC always has her hair in a ponytail. It's to amplify the fact that usually I have mine in a ponytail.
Oh,
But I keep it in a ponytail during work. So when I have my days off, I leave it down just for a little bit of change of pace.
Here's my chicky. Here's my baby. I love you. I love you. I love you. Say hello to the students. I love you too.
She was waiting right at the door.
I thought I heard her right at the door, but I was like,
Whenever my door closed, that's when she wants to come in.
Yeah, usually.
Though funny, I left my door cracked the other day and she didn't try and go in. But
Yeah.
probably because it's too hot. Why do you like
But
this?
you want to know what my podcast would be about?
What would your podcast be about?
Well, it did start out as talking about politics, but then I'm like, I don't want to talk about that anymore. So I'm thinking this next one will be more about, like, basically what comes up, you know, like a current event or something interesting going on in the cool stuff saw online. You know what I mean? Or like my friends get along and we like, I don't know, play games or something. It's supposed to be like
That hurts.
an open podcast.
So what makes you unique?
What makes me unique? Good question. That's something I still have to figure out for myself.
That's what you got to do before you start your podcast.
Yeah. And that's probably why I stopped doing podcasts too. So, but I'm totally down to bring it up again. I just need to figure out exactly what I'm going in it for instead of just
I didn't brush her enough.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Again, you wanted a long-haired cat in the desert.
It's okay, kitty. You just look so pretty. If you would let me brush you, it wouldn't be so bad.
Spencer says, I have to wear a ponytail for work myself. It was annoying for the first couple of times. Now I don't notice it after I get the hair tie in place.
I don't have to. It's not like it's a requirement. I just like
It's a pain in
it
the
gets
ass.
yeah, it's a pain in the butt to have my hair get in the way. So that's why I tie it up. So when I have my days off and like I'm not usually getting into shenanigans where it matters as much, I just leave it down.
Like
Candy
these days,
bubble
I don't
gum.
like having my hair down because I have to wear rubber gloves while I'm doing deals now because other people have touched the papers. So, having my hair down like this, like, it'll be the effect of levering a balloon against your hair if I, like, adjust my hair in any sort of way while I'm wearing gloves. And yeah, I don't want to deal with that, so I usually just have my hair braided when I'm at work most days, or up in a clip, you know.
Let's see here. Honeydrop says, did anybody hear about Paw Patrol?
What about
Yes.
They canceled Paw
Oh,
Patrol
they canceled it?
Yeah, because it has a cop dog.
Oh, damn.
Which I'm like, there was only
Yeah,
one
'cause
cop dog.
Yeah,
That
Chase,
helps
yeah.
anything.
And like,
There
Chase was a good boy.
It was just a dog. You can't apply dogs to people stuff.
Chase was a
I
good
think
boy.
I know why
Getting
Paw
for all
Patrol
of the
got
minutes.
canceled. Immediately I take a look, I'm like, oh.
I wonder how my
Yeah,
I now wonder how my
it's because
sister's dealing
people
with
are
that. 'cause
retarded.
Chase was
Yeah.
uh
How dare
Like,
they show
David's
Paw
favorite.
Patrol to the kids?
Yeah, don't deprive children of their
What are my
content.
first-
and Paw Patrol was like one of the best shows for toddlers. Like you have no idea.
Yeah, and it's like
Do you know how painful shows are for toddlers? They are so painful. Paw Patrol was actually enjoyable to sit through.
yeah, and
I
you know,
actually
it's showing
enjoyed
good
watching Paw
representation
Patrol
of
with my
cops,
nephew.
like the dog.
Yeah, he was a good boy.
Good dog.
Owie, kitty.
Chase was a good boy.
You are not a good boy.
You are not a good boy.
You're a girl, but you're not great at
You're
that.
not a good
How
girl
dare
either.
Paw Patrol have Paw Patrol?
Stop shitting on my face.
God, I
you
hate
can't
people
help
in their
shit.
crap so much.
Oh yeah, it's become stupider and stupider as
Owie,
the
kitty,
years
get your
go
paws
on.
out of me. That hurts. Why are you clawing?
You know?
Mm-hmm. Lennon Black wants to know, candy, bubblegum, or taffy?
Candy, bubblegum, or
Candy
oh,
bubble gum.
Since candy is a broad subject, I'm gonna go with that
Oh,
one.
maybe he meant like candy bubblegum as in like a
But it's
bubblegum that's
candy
like, you know, a
bubblegum.
gumball.
No, I thought it sounded
Yeah.
like three things: candy,
Oh.
bubblegum, or taffy.
Well, taffy. Taffy's my pick.
Again,
I
since
would go
candy
candy
can
bubblegum.
cover a whole bunch of stuff, I'm gonna go with that because technically Reese's could count as candy, and I'll go with that.
Bacon chocolate. Oh.
Actually, you know what? I'm still stuck on Paw Patrol. I mean, I don't care. I don't care about the show itself, but what the? Why do you let these people censor you? Why are we still taking these people seriously in any capacity?
Let's not think too
Because
hard about
Orange
that.
Man bad.
Yeah, that's about it. People in their freaking TDS.
All right, enough politics, you young man.
So
All
let's
right.
more about it.
Let's talk
Let's see
about.
here. Buck&5 wants to know: would Knife let you put a bell on her, as if she's implying she's not
She
already
has a
wearing
bell.
bell?
She has a bell. Owie, kitty,
Or
owie. Get your claws, put them back in your paw. Okay, that hurts. Owie, the front ones, the front ones. Ah. Ah. Oh, she's living them in deeper.
I
Thank you.
disagree
God.
Why do you disagree?
because noises are offensive.
Alrighty.
Cancel.
Okay, kitty, that's
Chaos
enough.
and
Don't claw
crochet.
Heather anymore. That doesn't make me feel good.
You drive an excellent bargain. Sorry, Heather. One guy said you're offensive, so
We have to shut
cancel
down your
you now.
show. Yeah, how dare you?
God damn it. I'm always offensive. Well,
Why
it's
that
time for me to
cannot
say all the
be
bad words. Fuck
That's not gonna go
nuggets,
that far.
shit burgers, crap tacos. What's another one? Bitch burgers.
Yes, let the hate flow through you.
What's another curse word? Ass nuggets.
Alrighty then.
Dick turds. That's all of them.
All the swear words that ever did exist.
Yeah. What's the G word?
Gunther?
That's just an evil sounding name.
Welcome back, honey. Drop the unicorn. Wait, how long ago was that? Ah, shit, it's 9 p.m.
I'm gonna hold you up by your stuff, but you can't.
Yeah, but we're gonna stay for another 21 minutes since we were late.
Yeah. We're gonna stay
Yep.
till her computer says 21:21.
Yep.
That's how you know it's
21. That's about 9:21 p.m. Ah, that means I gotta... Yeah.
Emerald Spencer says they were calling for Chase to be put down.
put down like they were gonna kill him in the show for real. Okay, let's get off this because I don't need to think about dogs dying.
We don't
Sorry,
need,
excuse
we don't
me.
need
I'm
good
sorry. This
shows
is why I
to
don't
be
ask how your
ruined
day goes
by-
sometimes.
by-
It's like she's gonna tell me that a dog died, and I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, we don't want children's shows to be ruined by societal stoop.
Let's stop with the society. There is no society here. There is only my stream. That's the only thing that exists right now, and like
Yes.
other things that I deem can exist, like my cat.
So let's talk about gumdrops and berry twist.
That's the only thing that exists in my world. I thought you said
Physical
gun drops for a
berry
second. And I'm
twist.
like, okay, guns can
No,
drop
no,
here.
no.
That'd be cool, but like, don't think that's real.
Wait, did I hear
Lennon
gun?
Black says
Guns. No.
Lennon Black says I'm politically correct. Nothing I post is offensive.
That's true, unless boobs and butts offend you.
Which, honestly, there are a lot of people in which that is the case.
Well,
Everything offends
I allow
someone.
boobs and butts on my stream. I mean,
Damn
not
shit.
nipples. Not nipples.
There's been a lot of butts going on this stream. So
No,
we were
guys,
already
that-
fondling our boobs earlier, so, you know.
Yeah, you know, as long as
You
it's...
got
Oh
it.
gosh, there's some dust on you. Yeah, that's fur. That's
You
got
your
cat-
fur.
cat
gotta
fur on the camera.
I'm gonna
understand.
complain about it.
Everything's offensive now.
Kitty, you can leave if you want to leave.
Who can
Are you
leave?
anxious? It's the knife. She wants to leave, but she acts all cautious about it.
Like, she's afraid something's gonna hurt her if she leaves. It's like, ah! Sudden movements! Oh god, what?
Yeah, sometimes I'll just be like, hey, knife. I put my hand on her and she just jumps. And I'm like, well, I announced myself before I did it. You just... Yeah. Oh, that's a shadow. I think.
No, I think you've kind of put some grease on the camera.
Are you
There we
saying
go.
I'm greasy?
It's fine. It's cool. It's
Oh my god.
fine.
I'm running out of booze.
Need more booze up in this bitch.
Anyhow, I
I hear
should
you can get that
probably
delivered now.
head
Probably.
How
off
do they stop
now
minors from doing that?
for important business reasons.
They probably ask for an ID before they drop it off, I imagine.
All right, sounds good. Thanks for coming in, edits.
No problem. It's
Boy,
nice to
Thanks
be
for stopping
part
by, Kun. I
and,
miss you, bro.
and cause. It was also nice to cause some chaos. You know what I mean? Get
I-
it? Because crochet.
That's what this stream is all about.
Alright. Anyways, like and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Don't worry, guys. We're here for another. It's 3, and we're getting off at 21. How many minutes is that?
That would be 18.
We're here for another 18 minutes. Yeah! We're making some progress today. We're only working on Twilight Sparkle's head. And we're mostly working on this yarn.
Wait a
Sweetie's
second.
working on it.
Wait a second, Heather. I just realized something.
What's up?
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday.
It's
The regular crowd
9:03.
Is he in
shuffles
the chat?
in.
So, are you even bothering?
There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin.
I don't even think he's singing it in the right tune.
I don't think so either.
Like, I can't even recognize him.
Well, like, he is, but he's like, he's singing the chorus during the verses type of thing.
Doesn't
Nice
work
request,
that way.
sweetie.
Huh?
I mean, I'm sure he'd be insulted anyway.
Probably, yeah. I'm sure he's raging somewhere.
Oh, yeah, we just can't hear it this time, which makes it better.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much.
It's not gonna go in the fetal position and start crying.
He says, son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes,
Well, he
but
never
it's
shares
sad
with
and
the
it's
songs I want,
sweet,
but
and I
edition.
knew it's complete
What songs do you want?
when
to
I
listen?
wore a younger
Do you remember
man's
Book of Life?
clothes.
Yes.
Remember I Love You Too Much?
Kinda, yeah.
I love that one. Bronny, sing I Love You Too Much from the Book of Life!
Well, the
I
Book
don't
of
know
Life
that
was a
song.
jukebox musical, wasn't it?
For the most part, but I could not find that song anywhere else.
Hmm.
So I'm getting, like, I don't know, sometimes I think, like, maybe this was the wrong original song in there, but then it turns out to be from somewhere I haven't looked yet. So I don't
Like,
know.
I know they did the Mumford & Sons I Will Wait covering them.
Oh yeah, it was a pretty good one, too.
It was a good cover. I flipped out. I was, like, watching the film, and then that song started. I went, ah, my God! Because I
It's
love
like
Mumford &
Mumford
Sons.
and Sons! I didn't like the creep one. I didn't like the creep one.
Oh, well, it was one of those things where I'm like, it doesn't really fit in where you're trying to make it fit, but I like the song, so I'm fine with it. 'Cause I knew that
I
song.
Can't Help Falling in Love with You was pretty good when he did
Yeah.
it. It worked for what it was.
Men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you.
It was beautiful, guys.
I'm off.
Totally
my
in
game
sync. I
tonight.
felt it.
Yep.
It's getting me in a musical mood.
Spencer says, "Quick, Brawny, defuse the bomb," and sends me some symbols from "Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes," and now I'm triggered. Oh, you should have been there for that, sweetie. That was that was stressful.
Excellent.
Heather's sounding like AVGN. What's that?
Angry video
Angry
game.
video
Nerd.
game nerd.
Oh, sure, yeah. I haven't actually watched any of his stuff. I've just seen clips.
I've seen maybe like a video of his, but again, since I didn't really grow up with video games, like it's not really catered to me. So
Oh, Spencer says, you live in Arizona. You probably have a thin layer of sweat on you at all times.
Pretty much.
That's pretty much true. It's very true. My God, constantly.
Honey Drop wants to know what was stressful. Okay, so on one of my game nights, one of my patrons wanted me to play Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes with her. And they weren't great at communicating in a timely fashion. So when we got into like the middle range levels, it just got extremely difficult for no reason. Honey Drop says Rooster Teeth is dead, and I have no idea what she's referring to.
Maybe they don't make good content anymore. I mean, I don't know. I like tuning into their animated adventures, and I was an old time fan of Red vs. Blue. Ruby I tried to watch, never got into it, and they did a whole bunch of other stuff. I think Camp was their thing, and
Oh,
people
yeah.
were into that show.
That's true.
They make a whole bunch of different stuff now. They're also I think they're they're partners with Screw Attack or something that makes the death battles. So I guess, like indirectly, there's still good stuff coming out of them. I don't know. It's really funny that like their board, I think isn't Bernie like the CEO of everything, I think, and he's like very transparent from what I'm seeing. He's got like a public face going on there. I don't know.
Yep. Lennon Black says going to bed. Good night.
See you
Night.
later, Lennon. Thanks for the shirt. It was awesome.
Thank you for covering Heather's boobs.
It's a job no one else can undertake.
Because Brian's not here.
Yeah, it's true. It'd just be him holding it by the hands, and that's not enough. It's still too saucy. Too saucy for this.
I
stream.
don't think I would do that, Heather. I do not think I would do that on stream. for
On
you.
stream, he would.
If I was bare shirt, tits out, I think you would try to cover me up a little bit.
Yeah, but like if we were on stream, I'd do it with another shirt. I'd just be like, shove it over your head.
What if we didn't have any shirts?
Then that throws my plan right out the window.
I think he'd probably just like turn off the computer but enjoy the view.
Sure.
Yep.
Don't want all your senpais that are noticing you, get any ideas.
Get a little peek.
The people who were in control of Rooster Teeth quit and left the country.
Fun times.
Really? Like,
Yeah.
Are we talking about all the main dudes? Like, freaking...
No, Bernie Burns, which wasn't that what's his face? Griff?
No, he was Church. Griff was Jeff with a G.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting. You think a headline on my phone would have popped up about that? I usually when something goes on in gaming, Google is like, "Hey, we think you might be into this." And I'm like, I don't have a
You'd like to
PlayStation.
think that, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
They know you're a nerd.
they know. Like sometimes I'm like, man, they are so like on point with what I would need to look at when I'm looking at some ads. But then they show me an ad from Wish that has stuff that I'm not even sure what they're advertising. And what it's
Wish
supposed
is
to do.
weird. Like some stuff, I'm like, oh yeah, and then sometimes I'm like, ah.
Like, yeah, didn't it have like a weird fucking they'll have like weird masks that like you just show your teeth, and I'm like, is that like that fucking Tokyo Ghoul shit or like what?
I don't know.
There was like one time like I feel like they read my mind because I knew about this product and I thought it was a smart product. It's that product where Gazoon type times 5.
Pretty sure I only sneezed 3 times, but
That's for the 2 that are coming.
that's
Anyways, like it's this product I thought about. It's for camping. It's for women. It's basically a women cup, and you can pee, and there's a tube, and you can point where you pee.
oh nice.
And I thought, like, I heard about this on a radio show forever ago, and it's been on my mind, and lately it came up on my ads, and I'm like, I was just thinking about that. And, like, another time, like, I was talking to my mom when I was living with her about Tiffany, and I'm like, man, it feels like we should find a way to have her brush her teeth, because, she's got that dog breath. I mean, I'm sure it's not unhealthy, but, do something for her teeth. But then on my Instagram ads, an ad comes up for, like, a dog toothbrush, where it's something they would like to chew, and it also cleans their teeth. And I'm like, stop reading my mind. That's freaking weird. But then they'll show me an ad for something that's totally off. Like, it's a thing like, I already bought this. Why are you still showing it to me? If you can read my mind, you should know I'm not interested in buying another one.
Did you buy it online though?
I did.
And that's how they know.
Well, then they knew I bought it. Why are they advertising
Well, they
it
know
again?
that you've searched it, so they pop it up. So that if you didn't impulsively buy it at the time, then it'll constantly remind you of things that you searched for.
But, like, if I did buy it, don't they know that I bought it?
They mostly just know that you searched for it
But then how are they reading my mind and putting stuff on ads?
because they know your search history is what I'm going at. They don't know that whether or not you bought it or not. They know that you searched for it and you looked at it.
They don't know if you've hit the buy button, but they know that you were at the website. So that's the website that they advertised to you.
Oh, I get that, but though with the dog toothbrush, I hadn't even Googled it yet. It was something I literally just talked to my mom about, and then I go on Instagram to, like, I don't know, look at pics or whatever, and then it's just like, hey, dog toothbrush. And I'm like, how did you know? We talked about that 5 seconds ago.
Probably because they were listening in on your calls like they did.
Then they should know!
Yeah, that's what they do. Okay, so we got
wow, I got lots of
a read request from Honey Drop. Should
Don't
I
look at
take
my
it?
crotch.
service.
Don't look at my crotch!
The heck?
I'm trying to get the lint brush and you're all looking at my crotch. Stop looking at it.
Stop shoving your crotch into the camera.
I need to,
Ben.
I need to get up. I need to get up to get the fur off me. Oh my god, that was a lot.
Holy heck.
Well enough. Don't look at my crotch. Don't look at it. Don't look at my butt. Oh my god, I'm sweating.
Alright, so Honey Drop wants me to read this in Samra's voice. Let's see here. Gotta get into Samra. Live with honor. Die with glory.
I feel like that's a League of Legends thing.
Maybe. That's fine. No, that's your department, not mine.
Not really. I mean, my brother Alexander would play it all the time. They do have interesting characters. Like, there's this one that's like the sheep and the wolf, and they would just say very contradicting and depressing things. And I'm just like, this character's interesting and everything. It's too good to really be just a playable character in a game that has no story. It's almost like, it's like all the Tumblr people who make just really good OCs, but there's no, like, story. Like, there's a story, but it's not, like, written or in a timeline, or there's nothing that you can, like, consume about it.
Yeah.
Kind of like Lopodity, but, like, Lopodity, I know where it fits in. Like, do you know Lopodity? She's
No.
an artist that's really good. I follow her, I give her money on Patreon just so I can get sneak peeks of what she
Hey
does.
Heather, check the time.
It's 9:15.
Yep.
You've got 6 more minutes.
So
Oh,
There you
last
go.
6 minutes of the stream. Last 6 minutes of the stream. Any last minute comments, questions, or concerns? Please leave them up for everyone. This is her art style. Isn't it
Spencer
good?
Oh,
says,
that's
oh
really
boy,
good.
I just remembered
She's
that my
great,
ad
man.
preferences
I love
are about to get more creepily accurate. Google sending me a Google Nest Mini as a YouTube premium perk. First of all, what are you doing giving money to Google?
It's the only way you get ahead in the world, Brian. You
Investments.
gotta buy into the man.
Or I don't know.
Let's see here. Did you guys know that Inuyasha is coming back?
Is
yes.
it? I didn't know that.
Yep.
Is it going to be on Crunchyroll or something?
No, I mean, like, I think they're rebooting it.
Oh, well, it's going to be on Crunchyroll.
Can
Probably
they make it
eventually.
good this time?
Oh, we'll see.
We'll see. I
Yeah,
definitely
probably
watched
not.
the first few episodes of it, and I always, like, tank off for about a bit.
Yeah, like, the thing about Inuyasha, I don't know if it's like, oh, they'll do it better this way, because honestly, a lot of the problems I had with Inuyasha, I loved Inuyasha, but if there were problems I had with Inuyasha, it was in the manga. So it's not like other animes where it sucked because it diverted from the manga. It sucked because the manga had issues.
You know, I just, like, they need to turn me on a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? They need to pander to me a little bit more.
I felt like everything went downhill once Kikyo was introduced.
I wouldn't know. Like I said, I always tapered off, like, halfway through the first season. I was just like, I don't feel like watching it.
First season was the best.
Oh yeah, definitely had it going on. Like, you had me going, chick falls into another world, finds a hot puppy man, cat man, which
Puppy
is,
man. Inu means dog in Japanese.
oh, that explains the breed.
So Inuyasha means dog demon.
Alright, so we got a puppy man, and he was cute, and she had a thing where she could be like, sit down, boy, slaps him on the floor. There was romance going on.
Yep.
I felt it. I don't know, like, there's always this thing I can't name at the time that just kept it an inch from hooking me in. You know what I'm saying?
I guess. Too canon for you.
I needed more. I needed more husbandos. I needed more things for me to lust after. That's why reverse harems animes always get me. There's always one I like.
I think you would. Did you ever get to Koga? I feel like he'd be one of your waifus.
Koga.
He was a wolf demon,
That probably would have turned me on.
and he was like trying to mate with Kagome.
Hot. Don't need to make it weird. I am a very mid-20s weeb chick. I'm gonna do this. This is what I'm like.
Alrighty then.
How do you feel about that, huh?
I don't like it.
But you accepted.
You're my number one. You know that, right? You're the number one.
Unless, who is the celebrity that...
Danny Sexton.
Yeah. So number 2.
Not number 2. I mean, even if Danny Sexton came up and be like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, Danny, honey, I know you don't want to be that guy. You're too sweet of a man. You don't want to be the other woman man.
Other woman man.
Other woman man. And he'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, yes, I'm gonna go
No,
ahead.
see, what I would do in that situation with Danny Radical, obviously, would be like oh yeah, you shouldn't have to be the other man. Give me a second while I break up with my boyfriend.
I don't know. I know I think it's actually because I have real emotional attachments to Bronny, where I wouldn't just straight up say, yeah, I'm gonna break up with Bronny for this other person.
Danny Sexbang, okay?
Bronny, you don't have to kill him. I'm literally explaining
She's
why
literally explaining that she's actually in a fantasy world where her celebrity crush, like, it's all up on her. She'd still turn him down.
In my brain, I do.
Okay.
Have we not mentioned
We
the
have.
various
She has a lot of
Yeah.
dreams of a lot of guys, like, wanting her real bad. And even in her dreams, she's like, no, I'm taken. I'm like, damn, girl.
I know. There was one where someone tried to give me an excuse. They put a love potion in me, and they were like, yeah, the first person you see you'll want to be with. And I'm like, no. And I go into a desert and lock myself in a room and be like, I don't want to cheat on Bronny, even if it is just in my brain. My subconscious won't let me cheat. I can't cheat anywhere. I can't even cheat in my fantasies. It just can't happen.
At least there's that.
Yep.
Just know that my brain is hardwired toward being loyal. I don't know what it is. I don't know who trained me so good.
It was Bronny subconsciously throughout all these years.
Bronny, you whore. Being a big
I
old
think
tease.
that's against the point here. Heather, we're in the last 2 minutes.
Well, last 2 minutes, so people bring up last minute comments, questions, or concerns. State them out or hold your times until the next stream. Hopefully next week, maybe my laptop will be acting different. I'll try turning it on earlier in the day, see if it just needs like 3 hours or so to boot up. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. I've been having hard times with my computer. My tower has been out of commission, so we've been doing it on my laptop, but now my laptop doesn't want to work. So my tower, I have an appointment with Geek Squad in about 2 weeks or so to have it looked at. So hopefully, that's on the 24th, so hopefully next week we'll be able to do it on my laptop again, and then the week after that we'll be back on my tower. We'll see about that. But it is the end of the stream, so for now I'm going to thank my Patreons. Let's please have a round of applause for Emerald Spencer and DJ Skywalker for supporting me on Patreon. I'm really grateful for their support, and I love having them in my Discord server. Emerald is a really great guy. I want to put that out there. It's been super cool. Yeah, super cool. He tells me a lot about computer stuff. Maybe I'll bring up this stuff with him and see what he has to say about it. But yeah, so thank my Patreons, Emerald Spencer and DJ Skywalker. If you would like to support me on Patreon, we have a link in the description. I have tiers starting at just $1 a month or going even higher. If you give me up to $10 a month, you can be in my Discord server as well. And there's other perks and benefits that you can look up yourself that you might want to indulge in. I also do kazoo covers for not too much. If you saw the last one I did for my friend Brandon, it was pretty fun to do, so I wouldn't mind doing that again. Anyways, and if you just want to give me a one-time donation, I also have my PayPal linked in the description. If you feel like just giving me like $1 or $2 a tip, being like, yeah, you did good, sis. Also, follow that link on my Twitter and this to get your own Lennon Black shirt. Rarity, 6 feet, darling. I'm sure more is to come from him, so please follow him. And let's say good night in alphabetical order. Bronny, you first.
Good night, everyone.
Sweetie kids.
Good night in alphabetical order.
Yeah, true. And I'm Heather Blossom, and I have enjoyed this very much. Thank you all for coming out tonight, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good night.